welcome to another thought for the day on Tuesday morning as we're continuing looking together at the Sermon on the Mount. And today we're looking at blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. I don't know what experience of mourning you've had, whether it's the loss of a person through bereavement, whether it's the loss of hope for the future, whether it's the loss of a job and all the security that brings, whether it's the loss of a relationship through a relationship breakdown. For me, the mourning that I've experienced in my life has been through bereavement, and I think back to the death of my sister 15 years ago, and in many ways it is the loss of that person, not being able to see that person anymore, not being able to remember their voice, which makes mourning something which never really goes away. It has different phases, it has different shapes and sizes. It will look different at different phases in your life, but the hole that is left in that sense is not filled by anything. You just get used to that new reality. Nobody gives you a map to help you to navigate through those difficult or challenging times. You just have to at times put one foot in front of the other and keep on going. But it can be an incredibly lonely, it can be an incredibly painful experience. Someone once said to me that grief is like a backpack that you carry always with you, and the best that you can hope for is that it finds a comfortable spot on your back. But there are comforts that we can find. There are promises that we read about in the Bible that can give us hope in this time, that as Jesus said, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. That our blessedness in that sense isn't in the mourning itself, but it is in the fact that our mourning will be comforted. The psalmist says that God is close to the brokenhearted and he rescues those whose spirits are crushed. That's in Psalm 34 verse 18. The psalmist also says, in the multitude of my anxieties within me, your comforts delight my soul. Psalm 94 verse 19. And then the psalmist continues later on, my comfort in suffering is this, your promises preserve my life. Psalm 119 verse 50. What promises are there that can preserve our life even in the midst of suffering, that can delight our soul even in the midst of anxieties, that can bind up our broken hearts? Well, Jesus himself said, those who mourn will be comforted. The writer of Lamentations goes through unspeakable pain and in a state of mourning. He says, I remember my sufferings. I well remember them, the bitterness, the gall, and my soul is downcast within me. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. So whatever mourning you experience in your life at the moment, however long ago that mourning, the event that mourning triggered took place, whatever the anxieties that there are in your life, however you are suffering today, know that his compassions never fail, that they are new for you this morning. May you know the God who is close to the brokenhearted and rescues those who are crushed in spirit. May he bind up your broken heart, and may you experience his comfort in new and fresh ways this morning. And until we talk to you again tomorrow, God bless you. Stay safe.